What is up, everybody? So today is going to be the last of the January Quicko Flicks before we get back into stuff that's a little bit more formal. We're over on Dailymotion looking at my latest Dailymotion upload, which is actually a supercut of every single main series intro that I've ever had, all the way back to the very beginning in 2006. It was an interesting project to put together. As far as the classic series goes, it's humming along quite fine, but it's not going to be anything like the main series or anything. I mean, we're talking older videos here. And in the beginning, we're going to be talking YouTube videos that were made for the old 10-minute, 100-megabyte limits that used to exist on the site about 10 years ago. So, as far as continuing into the stuff that's currently on YouTube, when I get to it, I don't know if I want to do that, or maybe I just should. So that way, if I want to say heck with YouTube, then I could always just come over here. So, do things on Dailymotion. The 10-to-1 rule still applies to Dailymotion, that 10 views on Dailymotion basically add a 0 to the views you get. So 7 views on Dailymotion so far is the equivalent of about 70 views on YouTube because of the difference in the audience. I do like, however, the European aspects of Dailymotion, though, being influenced by continental Europe, although that does cause some problems. For the most part, continental Europe has better broadband than most of us here in the US and Canada, or most of us here in North America. So there's a bit of a sloppiness to the website. Like, you'll notice I've got an ad for a new Honda Accord, I have an ad for Bing, and I have an ad for Vonage now. But the thing is, while you watch these videos, these ads will keep changing. Sometimes if you have crappier broadband, like a lot of us here in the States do, oh, see, they're changing already. A lot of times you'll go to watch a video and these flash ads, or whatever they are, will change. These vector graphics ads, I should probably say, will change on you. Oh, now I got Oprah Magazine on there now? Oh no, it's a magazine service for tablets. But those ads will change, and some of them will be video ads that compete bandwidth-wise with what you're watching. So I've often found that embedding Dailymotion uploads actually works better than watching them on the actual channel page. So I might make a companion blog entry, or I might make some blog entries or something where I embed all the Dailymotion uploads so far. Be a good use for the blog as well, since I tend to use it for video commentary. I think Dailymotion has some polishing up to do in order to catch up to YouTube in certain areas, like doing more video advertising so you have commercials instead of pop-up, quote-unquote, extra videos while you're trying to watch something. At the very same time, if bandwidth is not a concern, your browser might be. I remember when Mozilla Firefox was a joke of a browser, too big, too bloated. And then Google Chrome was fast and efficient. I'm starting to wonder if the tables have flipped, and now Mozilla is fast and furious while Google Chrome is rather bloated. So I know too many animations at once, or it could be that I'm running off a processor from 2010. But this morning I was trying to watch this, and I was getting all kinds of playback problems because of all the ads that were constantly loading when I was trying to watch on my APU laptop. And that, of course, has a far inferior graphics system for handling a lot of stuff on the screen at once. As far as Dailymotion goes, though, there are some things on Dailymotion that are actually better than YouTube, and they represent maybe a response to YouTube. So, for example, if I go over down here to the corner with the view counter, notice what's not here. There's no like-dislike system, which I think is an improvement over YouTube. Because the whole like-dislike thing, YouTube allegedly likes engagement, but the whole like and dislike thing is completely redundant. I'm going to have to do a commentary on that later. I mean, the whole like and dislike thing, when you stop and think about it, not only is it ripe for abuse, not only does it lead to spamming and trolling, and in some cases botting as well, but it also is completely redundant. If YouTube is about getting people to watch as much as possible for as long as possible, why do they need an additional system on top of, oh, are they watching the videos a lot? Or are they watching the videos to the end? And things like that. That's worth an audio commentary later on, but notice the only reinforcement here is positive reinforcement. Share on Facebook, share on Twitter, share somewhere else, or repost. I imagine this probably works very similar to the Twitter retweet button. I haven't tried it yet, though. But just the differences here. It's kind of a shot fired across the bow of YouTube, even though, or across the, well, whatever, anyways. It's kind of just a shots fired moment towards YouTube, even though YouTube has 10 times the audience. I mean, this is what more innovation with this online video stuff could look like. Now they just got to get their advertising ducks in a row. So I don't, yeah, there's some animations, but I don't see any videos. But where this Bing ad is over here, sometimes that becomes a video while I'm trying to watch whatever's in the main display, and the two compete with each other for bandwidth for a couple of seconds, and it causes the main one to stutter out, especially if you're watching it in HD. All things considered, though, assuming I don't have to constantly make blog entries showing the classics uploads as they happen to get around this problem of advertising that's not a video that plays before the main video, I actually think the Dailymotion thing is going to work out. And if I expand PlaySim stuff to include more than just the same handful of games that I'm always talking about on YouTube, I really think that Dailymotion would be the best place to do this kind of stuff. Mostly the Classic series will serve as the litmus test or the guinea pig for this sort of thing, though, so we'll see how things go with the Classic series, because one of the things, too, that I am doing with the Classic series is re-uploading these videos with stuff from YouTube's more, shall we say, liberal days when they would allow more stuff on the website, whereas nowadays it would get flagged or content ID'd or something like that, before all the automation systems came in and caused all the problems that they've caused. But anyways, this is also tagged to play automatically when people visit the Dailymotion page, but I will explore the option of embedding these in blog entries. For those of you that want to follow this without having a Dailymotion account, these are all getting posted to Twitter, just like the YouTube and blog entries are. So, following me on Twitter is probably the single best way to have a unified feed at this point. It has really taken over for the whole unified feed and quick talking about something or another. But for the most part, I use Twitter as a unified feed to subscribe to for things from YouTube, Dailymotion, and the blog as well. So, I got some decisions to make about the Classic series, although I did make one decision. This Supercut represents me getting a little more liberal with the timetable and not totally repeating things in chronological order. And in this case, I actually included stuff from 2006 all the way over to the new intro for MultimediaJay for 2016. So, oh, I got an arthritis medicine in here now. Yeah, the advertising isn't very on the nose now, is it? Arthritis is not a thing in my family at all. So, oh, wait, there we go. Now we got cell phones up there. You know, this reminds me of the pre-dot-com crash internet when there were banners going everywhere for everything because people thought that banner ads would pay for everything. But advertising on the internet is worth its own discussion, just as some other stuff that I've mentioned in this video is, like the like-dislike system on YouTube and just how redundant and overall useless it is. I'd say the like-dislike system is probably almost as useless as the subscription system at this point, considering how people use that site nowadays. Oh yay, we're back to PC cases on Amazon and the Mocha Ethernet over coax kits that I was looking at earlier. But that's another discussion. So this will be it for these January quick-o flicks nearly dominating the channel, because now I have an intro for MultimediaJay for 2016. There'll be a link to this Supercut in the description if you want to go check it out without having a Dailymotion account, because it is kind of a secondary thing for me at this point, although that might change if I do more gaming videos later. So, till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.